Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt as though you were born for something more, yet the world around you seemed indifferent to your purpose? Have you ever experienced challenges that, despite seeming insurmountable, you overcame with a force you didn't even know you had? Maybe, just maybe, you are marked for greatness, for a purpose that only you can fulfill. It's not a matter of chance. It's the mark of destiny, of something that transcends the ordinary. But how can you know for sure? What if I told you that the signs are already there, etched in the fabric of your being, that even now you may be walking a path that's far from ordinary? Today, let's explore 7 signs that you are marked. The first sign is the presence of a deep, unshakable sense of purpose. There's something inside of you, a whisper that calls you forward, even when you don't fully understand it. You might not know exactly what your life's mission is, but you can feel that your journey is going somewhere profound. It's as if the universe itself is guiding you, even when the path seems unclear. The second sign comes through the storms of life. You've been through hardship, whether emotional, physical, or spiritual, and you may have even wondered if it would break you. Yet here you are, standing. You're not only surviving, you're evolving, growing, and becoming someone stronger. Every setback was a stepping stone, each challenge molding you for the greater thing you were meant to accomplish. Then there's the sign of resilience. You've been knocked down more times than you can count, yet every time you rise stronger. When life pushes you to the edge, you dig deep within yourself, finding reserves of strength that others could only dream of. And as you rise, you're not just bouncing back to where you were before, you're becoming more than you were yesterday. A fourth sign that you are marked is the unmistakable connection to a higher power. It doesn't have to be religious, but there's an undeniable sense that you're not walking this journey alone. You may have moments of clarity where it feels like the universe is guiding your steps. Whether you call it faith, destiny, or fate, there's a force behind your actions, pushing, pulling, and nudging you toward what you're meant to do. The fifth sign lies in your distinct talents and callings. You possess abilities or a calling that others might not fully understand, but they're unique to you. These talents are the fingerprints of your destiny, marking you as someone who has something extraordinary to offer to the world. What you have, no one else can replicate because it was designed specifically for you. And then there's that feeling of being different. You know you're not like everyone else. Maybe it's the way you think, the way you feel, or even the way you see the world. It's not that you're better than anyone else. It's that you're walking a path that's uniquely yours. It can be isolating at times, but it's also empowering. You're not meant to blend in, you're meant to stand out. Finally, the seventh sign that you are marked is a sense of constant transformation. You are always evolving. The person you were last year, last month, or even yesterday is not the same as the person you are today. You're being shaped, refined, and prepared for something greater. Your journey is not linear. It's a series of growth spurts, each more profound than the last. So what do all these signs point to? They point to the fact that you are marked. You've been chosen for something greater. It's easy to look around at the world and think that greatness is reserved for others, that it's something far off in the future. But the truth is, it's already within you. The signs are there, and if you take a moment to look within, you'll see them too. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is not whether you are marked, it's whether you're ready to step into the destiny that awaits you. The universe has marked you for a reason. Embrace it, trust the journey, and walk with the courage that you were born to stand tall in a world that is waiting for your light to shine. There are moments in life when you feel a sense of knowing, an unspoken awareness that there is more to your existence than just the routine of everyday living. It's as if a deeper part of you is constantly calling you to something greater. You may not know exactly what that something is, but the certainty that it exists lingers within you like a quiet whisper you can't ignore. This is the first sign that you are marked, a profound sense of purpose. It's a feeling that calls to you, urging you to move forward with confidence, even when the road ahead seems unclear. When you are marked, this sense of purpose isn't something you can easily explain to others, nor is it always something that makes logical sense. It doesn't always align with the plans others expect for you, nor does it conform to society's standards of success. Instead, it feels deeply personal, rooted in something beyond yourself, as though you're following a path that was specifically meant for you. It's not a fleeting thought or a temporary ambition. It's a persistent feeling that has been with you for as long as you can remember, sometimes even from childhood. This deep sense of purpose has a way of subtly guiding you. It pulls you towards certain goals and interests, almost as though you are instinctively drawn to them. You may not always understand why you are passionate about specific things or why certain endeavors feel so right for you, but there's an undeniable inner pull. It's the feeling that there is a greater reason behind your actions, even when the world around you seems filled with distraction. You might find yourself questioning why some things matter so deeply to you when they seem trivial to others. You could experience a sense of urgency, as though time is running out for you to fulfill something significant. These feelings don't go away, they continue to resurface, urging you to act. It's as if there is a guiding force pushing you toward your purpose, nudging you forward, even when you're uncertain or fearful. In some ways, it's like the world around you conspires to remind you of your calling. You may notice synchronicities, events, conversations, or opportunities that seem to align in a way that feels too perfect to be coincidental. These moments are like little signs along your journey, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your purpose. They reaffirm your belief that there is something greater at work in your life, even when you can't fully comprehend it. Yet, this feeling of purpose is not always comforting. Sometimes it can be unsettling as it challenges you to step outside your comfort zone and confront fears you didn't even know you had. You may feel a sense of responsibility that weighs heavily on you, as though you must rise to the occasion and take on challenges that others might shy away from. There may be times when you question whether you are capable of living up to the significance of your calling, wondering if you're truly cut out for what lies ahead. But this feeling of purpose doesn't disappear. Even in moments of doubt, it remains like a light at the end of the tunnel. And over time, as you experience more of life's trials and tribulations, the clarity grows stronger. The path doesn't always become clear in a straight line. Sometimes it's a series of twists and turns that force you to grow, adapt, and refine your understanding of what you're truly meant to do. You may have periods of confusion, but your purpose remains like a quiet anchor, always there to guide you back when you lose your way. For those marked, the sense of purpose transcends the ordinary. It becomes a way of life, a constant presence that cannot be shaken. It's the deep knowing that you are part of something bigger than yourself. Even if you can't fully articulate what that bigger is, it is a feeling of destiny. Even if you can't see how your individual journey fits into the larger picture, the purpose may seem abstract, but it is no less powerful. You might not always have all the answers, but the certainty that you are on a destined path remains with you. This sense of purpose is also tied to an inner strength. You may find that even in difficult moments, you draw upon this purpose to keep going. It fuels your perseverance when you feel like giving up. It becomes the reason you continue to rise after every fall. And as you walk through life with this sense of purpose, you begin to see the way it shapes your decisions, your relationships, and your very identity. It becomes the lens through which you view the world, helping you navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity. Ultimately, being marked with a sense of purpose is not about achieving fame, wealth, or recognition. It's about knowing that you are part of something greater, something that transcends the superficial. It's the belief that your life matters, that your actions have meaning, and that your presence in this world is far from accidental. It is the foundation upon which everything else is built, a guiding force that will carry you through even the most challenging of times. Life, for those who are marked, is never a smooth, uninterrupted journey. Instead, it is a series of challenges that seem disproportionately difficult, often testing them at the very core of their being. These challenges might come in many forms: personal loss, financial struggles, emotional turmoil, or even profound periods of doubt. And yet, despite the overwhelming weight of adversity, these individuals find themselves rising again and again. This is the second sign that you are marked: the ability to overcome adversity. For those who are destined for something greater, life's hardships don't break them, they shape them. Every struggle, every setback, and every trial becomes a part of the refining process that prepares them for what lies ahead. In the face of adversity, those marked with a sense of purpose don't simply survive, they endure with strength and resilience. It's not that they are immune to pain or suffering. In fact, they often experience some of life's most challenging circumstances, sometimes far more intensely than others around them. But there is something unique about how they respond. They have an uncanny ability to find meaning in the hardship, to see the potential for growth even in the most difficult times. Their resilience is not just an external force, it's an internal transformation that takes place deep within their soul. The adversities they face may leave scars, but these scars are not symbols of defeat. Instead, they are badges of honor, evidence that they have fought, struggled, and prevailed. The experience of hardship often brings with it a sense of isolation. The world may not understand why a person must go through such struggles, and those who are not marked may not see the deeper purpose behind the pain. But for the individual who is destined for something greater, this sense of isolation is often a catalyst for growth. It's as though these trials serve to separate them from the distractions and noise of the world, forcing them to look inward and connect with the strength and resolve that resides within. There are moments when it feels like the weight of the world is too much to bear. But it is in these moments that they discover the deepest reservoirs of their inner strength. Overcoming adversity also requires an incredible amount of perseverance. It's not just about being knocked down and getting back up once. It's about getting up over and over again, sometimes with even greater determination after each fall. This perseverance is rooted in a deep knowing that the struggle is not in vain. For those marked with a sense of purpose, every setback is seen as a lesson, every failure as an opportunity to grow and refine their character. They may not always understand the full picture, but they trust that each piece of hardship is contributing to a greater tapestry that will ultimately reveal their purpose. Perhaps one of the most significant aspects of overcoming adversity for those who are marked is the way it transforms their perspective. What might have once been seen as a roadblock or an obstacle becomes, over time, a source of strength. They learn to embrace challenges as part of their journey, no longer shying away from difficulties, but instead seeing them as integral to their personal evolution. It's not that they seek out hardship or embrace suffering for its own sake, but they have an innate understanding that pain, when faced head-on, can become a transformative force. This perspective shift allows them to view challenges in a completely different light. Where others might see only defeat, they see growth. Where others may retreat in fear, they advance with courage. And as they navigate each new obstacle, they are slowly becoming more of the person they are meant to be. The struggles they endure refine their character, build their resilience, and sharpen their focus. They are becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever comes their way. Another vital aspect of overcoming adversity is the way those marked with purpose begin to view their past struggles as a source of power. The pain they've endured becomes a tool, a unique asset that equips them for future challenges. They begin to realize that their struggles are not something to be ashamed of or hidden away, but something to be embraced and shared. Their story, marked by hardships and triumphs, becomes a testament to their strength and resilience. It is this journey through adversity that allows them to connect with others who may be going through similar struggles, to offer support and encouragement, and to show others that they too can overcome. This ability to not only survive adversity, but to emerge from it stronger and more focused, is one of the clearest signs that a person is marked for something greater. The trials they face are not meant to break them. They are the very tools that are molding them into the person they are destined to become. The hardships of life shape them in ways they may not fully understand at the time, but eventually they come to realize that these challenges were necessary for their growth and for the fulfillment of their purpose. For those who are marked, adversity becomes a stepping stone to greatness. It is not something to be feared, nor is it something to avoid. Instead, it is something to be embraced and overcome, knowing that with each trial, they are being prepared for something far beyond their current understanding. It is through adversity that they find their true strength, and in overcoming it, they become the person they were always meant to be. In life, there are moments when we are tested to our core. We face challenges that seem insurmountable, pushing us to the brink of exhaustion, both mentally and physically. It is during these times that we may feel like giving up, questioning whether we have the strength to keep going. But those marked for something greater seem to possess an extraordinary ability to withstand even the harshest storms. This is the third sign that you are marked. An unshakable resilience that propels you forward no matter the obstacles in your path. Resilience is not just about bouncing back after facing hardship. It's about learning how to persevere with unwavering determination, no matter how many times life knocks you down. For those marked, resilience becomes an inner force that drives them to keep going, even when the world around them may crumble. It's as though there's a deep well of strength within them, one that they draw from whenever they face adversity. This strength may not always be visible to others, but it exists as a quiet, steady undercurrent that pushes them to rise after every fall. What's remarkable about this resilience is not just the ability to overcome external challenges, but the internal fortitude that enables them to rise again. The individual who is marked doesn't just face difficulty. They face it with a mindset that refuses to let it define them. They may experience moments of doubt, frustration, and fear, but they don't allow those emotions to take root and dictate their actions. Instead, they acknowledge the difficulties, accept them, and then find the strength to move forward. This resilience isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving in the face of adversity, learning from each experience and using it to grow stronger. One of the key components of resilience is the ability to find meaning and purpose in difficult situations. Those marked by resilience don't view hardship as something to be avoided or feared. Instead, they see challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. Every setback becomes a chance to develop new skills, deepen their understanding of themselves, and refine their character. Even when faced with failure, they understand that it's not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. This mindset allows them to approach adversity with a sense of purpose, knowing that the difficulties they face are shaping them into the person they are destined to become. Resilience also allows individuals to maintain a sense of hope even when circumstances seem bleak. It's easy to lose hope when things aren't going your way, when every step forward feels like it's met with 2 steps back. But those marked with resilience are able to keep hope alive, even in the darkest times. They understand that tough times don't last forever, and that there is always a lesson to be learned, a silver lining to be found, even if it's not immediately apparent. They have an inherent belief that the struggles they face today will eventually lead to greater opportunities tomorrow. This hope is not blind optimism, but a deep trust in the process of life and the knowledge that with persistence and effort, they will eventually emerge victorious. The resilience of marked individuals is also deeply connected to their ability to adapt. Life is unpredictable, and the challenges we face are rarely the ones we expect. For those marked, resilience doesn't mean holding on to a rigid plan or vision of the future. It means being flexible and open to change, adjusting course when necessary, and finding new solutions to the problems that arise. This adaptability is a crucial aspect of their resilience, as it allows them to move forward even when their original path has been blocked or altered. They are not deterred by setbacks. Instead, they view them as an invitation to innovate, to try new approaches. In addition to their internal resilience, marked individuals often find strength in the relationships they build along the way. They understand that they are not meant to walk their journey alone, and they surround themselves with people who lift them up and support them. These relationships provide a sense of community and solidarity, reminding them that they are part of something bigger than themselves. Even when they feel like they've reached the end of their rope, the encouragement and support of others can reignite their determination and help them find the strength to keep going. The power of connection is an integral part of their resilience, as it helps them stay grounded and focused, even in times of turmoil. Finally, resilience is a process. It is not something that happens overnight, nor is it something that is easily achieved. For those marked for greatness, resilience is developed over time through repeated experiences of challenge and growth. Each obstacle they overcome adds to their reservoir of strength, making them more capable of facing whatever comes next. They understand that resilience is built through the accumulation of small victories. Through each time they rise after falling. It's not about being invincible or immune to difficulty, but about developing the mental and emotional fortitude to keep moving forward even when everything seems to be working against them. For those who are marked, resilience becomes the foundation of their journey. It's the internal drive that pushes them to continue even when the road is long and difficult. It allows them to turn hardship into opportunity, to embrace failure as part of the process, and to keep hope alive even in the face of uncertainty. This resilience is not something that can be taken away from them. It is a part of who they are, woven into the fabric of their being. It is what ensures that no matter how many times life knocks them down, they will always rise again, stronger and more determined than before. There's a certain energy that resonates from individuals who are marked, something intangible but undeniable, as if they're connected to a force greater than themselves. This connection is not a simple belief or fleeting feeling. It's an all-encompassing sense of being guided by something bigger. Whether it's a spiritual calling, a deep philosophical understanding, or a profound sense of alignment with the universe, those marked often experience a connection to a higher power that propels them forward. This connection isn't always easy to describe, but it is felt in the core of their being. It offers them clarity when they are lost, strength when they are weak, and purpose when they are uncertain. It is the fourth sign that you are marked. An undeniable connection to a higher power. For many, this connection takes on a spiritual form. They may experience moments of quiet clarity or deep inner peace that transcend the mundane concerns of the world. These moments are not mere coincidences or the result of chance. Instead, they feel like divine guidance, moments where they are in perfect harmony with the universe. This connection manifests as a quiet assurance that they are on the right path, even when circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. It's as if they are being held by something far beyond their understanding, something that has always been with them and will continue to guide them through their journey. This connection is not always about religious belief. It can manifest in many different forms. Some might describe it as a deep sense of alignment with their own inner truth, a profound understanding of who they are and what they are meant to do. For others, it might be the feeling of being at one with nature, the sense that everything in the universe is interconnected and that their actions are part of a greater cosmic flow. Regardless of the form it takes, this connection to a higher power instills a sense of purpose and direction that is unshakable. It gives individuals a deeper understanding of their place in the world and a knowing that they are part of something much larger than themselves. The connection to a higher power also serves as a source of comfort in times of uncertainty. Life is filled with questions, and for those marked with purpose, these questions are often not easily answered by the world around them. When faced with challenges or moments of doubt, they don't always have the answers, but they know that they are not alone in their struggle. This connection to a higher power offers a sense of guidance and reassurance, a knowing that the answers will come when the time is right. It's this deep sense of trust that helps them navigate the storms of life, knowing that even in moments of confusion, they are not abandoned. In many ways, this connection to something greater also brings clarity to the decisions that need to be made. Life is full of choices, and for those marked, the decisions are often not as simple as they may seem. They are faced with questions that require them to listen deeply to their inner voice, to trust their intuition, and to be attuned to the subtle whispers that guide them. It's not that they are immune to making mistakes or wrong turns, but their connection to a higher power provides them with a sense of knowing when they are on the right path. This connection often acts as a compass, helping them to discern between what aligns with their purpose and what distracts them from it. Even when the way ahead is unclear, those marked can often feel this connection as a gentle nudge, guiding them forward with an invisible hand. The connection becomes an anchor, providing stability in moments of uncertainty. It reassures them that their journey, no matter how winding or challenging, is leading them exactly where they need to be. This connection isn't just a one-time experience. It's a constant presence, a source of comfort, and a force that propels them through life with confidence. Importantly, this connection also reminds those marked that they are not entirely in control. While they have free will and the ability to make choices, there's an underlying trust that the universe, or whatever higher power they believe in, has a hand in the unfolding of their life story. This awareness brings a deep sense of peace as they understand that they are part of a larger plan, one that may not always make sense in the moment, but will reveal its purpose over time. When things don't go according to plan, this connection provides them with the patience to trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even when they don't understand why. Those marked by this connection also have an inherent sense of gratitude for the guidance they receive. They acknowledge that they are walking a path that has been laid out for them, one that is unique and often filled with challenges. But they understand that these challenges are not random. They are part of a greater purpose, shaping them for what is to come. This gratitude manifests as a sense of humility as they recognize that their strength and resilience come from something beyond themselves. Ultimately, this connection to a higher power is a source of immense strength. It reminds those who are marked that they are not alone, that they are being guided and supported every step of the way. It provides them with the courage to face challenges head on, the clarity to make difficult decisions, and the peace to navigate uncertainty. It's an unshakable foundation, one that cannot be easily disturbed by the trials of life. For those who are marked, this connection becomes their source of light in the darkest of times, their steady anchor in the midst of life's storms. It is a reminder that no matter how isolated or overwhelmed they may feel, they are always part of something greater, something eternal. As we journey through life, we inevitably encounter moments where the weight of the world feels overwhelming. At times, it seems like we're just going through the motions, unable to find our footing or any sense of real purpose. Yet for those marked by a deeper calling, these periods of confusion or feeling lost are not only expected, they are integral parts of the process. These individuals find themselves experiencing moments of doubt, times when the path ahead is unclear and everything seems uncertain. This is the fifth sign that you are marked, the presence of deep, persistent doubt, yet the courage to push through it. It is paradoxical, but in many ways, doubt can be a driving force that strengthens the resolve of those destined for something greater. The doubt they feel is not the typical kind of uncertainty that comes from making ordinary decisions in life. Instead, it's a profound sense of questioning that runs deeper than surface-level indecision. It is the type of doubt that arises when you know you are on a path, yet cannot always see the destination. It is the uncertainty that comes with having a sense of purpose, but not fully understanding what that purpose entails or how it will unfold. This type of doubt is often unsettling, as it forces the individual to confront the unknown and let go of the need for control. And yet, despite this uncertainty, they continue to move forward, propelled not by clarity, but by a deep, unshakable belief in their eventual destination. Those marked with purpose experience these doubts as part of their spiritual or personal growth. There are moments when it feels like all their hard work and persistence may amount to nothing, or when the struggle becomes so great that it seems impossible to continue. During these times, the fear of failure can be overwhelming, and it's easy to wonder whether they're truly on the right path. There is a part of them that questions whether they have the strength to continue or if they are chasing something that will ultimately elude them. These doubts can be paralyzing, leaving them feeling unsure of themselves and their direction. But despite these powerful moments of questioning, individuals who are marked never fully abandon their mission. Their doubt may cause them to hesitate, it may force them to pause and reevaluate, but it never fully deters them from their journey. It is in these moments of doubt that they often find their greatest strength. The very act of confronting uncertainty head on while continuing to move forward despite it is what separates them from others. They do not shy away from doubt, nor do they allow it to control their actions. Instead, they learn to live alongside it, to accept it as a natural part of their growth, and to keep moving forward with determination. In fact, doubt often becomes a tool that sharpens their resilience. The uncertainty that accompanies their journey forces them to dig deeper into their inner strength, to seek the deeper meaning and purpose that lies beneath the surface. It requires them to trust themselves even when they are unsure of the outcome. They learn to rely on their intuition and their inner wisdom, knowing that although the path is unclear, their commitment to their calling will eventually lead them to the right place. The experience of doubt also forces individuals marked with purpose to confront their fears and insecurities. These fears may come in many forms: fear of failure, fear of being judged, fear of the unknown, or fear of not being enough. The constant questioning of their path can stir these fears, bringing them to the surface where they are forced to confront them head on. However, it is in this confrontation that they find their true power. By acknowledging their fears and doubts, they gain the ability to transcend them. They learn that doubt, rather than being a sign of weakness, is actually an opportunity to grow stronger and more self-aware. Furthermore, the process of navigating through doubt often leads to a deeper understanding of their own limitations and vulnerabilities. Those marked with purpose recognize that doubt is not something to be feared or avoided, but is an essential part of their human experience. Through this process, they gain a greater appreciation for their own growth as they realize that they are continually evolving, becoming more capable, more self-assured, and more in tune with their purpose. In moments of doubt, these individuals often turn inward for guidance. It is not external validation or approval that they seek, but rather an internal sense of clarity and conviction. They may meditate, reflect, or engage in practices that help them reconnect with their deeper sense of purpose. This inward journey helps them overcome the fear and confusion that often accompanies doubt, providing them with the strength to move forward. What's remarkable about those marked by purpose is their ability to persist in the face of uncertainty. They do not wait for all the answers to be revealed before taking action. Instead, they take each step in faith, trusting that as they continue to move forward, the path will eventually become clear. This faith is not based on a guarantee of success, but on a belief in the process itself, trusting that their efforts are leading them towards something greater, even if the outcome is uncertain. It is the courage to keep moving forward, even when the way ahead is shrouded in doubt, that ultimately leads them to their fulfillment. In the end, doubt becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. It is a test of faith, resilience, and commitment. Those marked by purpose know that doubt is not a reflection of their inability, but rather a challenge that they are destined to overcome. It is a powerful force that pushes them to grow, to trust, and to continue moving forward, even when the path is unclear. It is through doubt that they discover their deepest strength, and in navigating through it, they become more attuned to their true calling. One of the most striking aspects of those marked for a higher purpose is the way they seem to attract both allies and opponents in equal measure. It's not that they actively seek attention or confrontation, but somehow their presence, whether through their actions, words, or energy, draws people in, for better or worse. Those who are marked often experience the force of resistance, both from external sources and from within themselves. This phenomenon of facing opposition, yet staying on course, is the sixth sign that you are marked. It is not just a mere part of life, but a constant thread woven into the journey of those destined for something greater. At the heart of this experience is the natural law of contrast. The more a person stands out for a unique purpose, the more likely they are to face opposition, simply because they are challenging the status quo. Those marked for greatness are often visionaries or disruptors. They think differently, act differently, and carry a sense of purpose that doesn't always fit neatly within society's conventional expectation. And this divergence creates friction. Some people, not understanding or fearing what they represent, may become vocal in their resistance, skeptical of their motives, or even outright hostile. Others may challenge their abilities, question their choices, or try to limit their potential in various ways. However, the resistance faced by those marked is not always external. There is often an internal battle at play as well. As individuals journey through their calling, they are forced to confront their own doubts, insecurities, and fears. At times, they may question whether they are truly capable of handling the weight of their mission, or if they deserve the success and fulfillment they are striving toward. This internal opposition can be just as paralyzing as external criticism, as it takes a great deal of strength and self-belief to push through moments of self-doubt. But what makes the marked individual truly unique is their ability to persist in the face of such opposition. Rather than retreating or being deterred by resistance, they often find ways to use it as fuel for their journey. They have a deep understanding that opposition is not a reflection of their inadequacies, but an inevitable part of the path they are meant to walk. Every challenge they face, whether internal or external, becomes an opportunity for growth. This ability to transform resistance into motivation is what propels them forward and keeps them focused on their purpose. Those marked for greatness have an uncanny ability to stay centered even when they are being pulled in different directions by external forces. The more they align with their higher purpose, the more they tap into a reservoir of inner strength that helps them navigate through the opposition. This inner strength does not come from a place of arrogance or the desire to prove others wrong, but from a place of unwavering conviction in their mission. They know that their purpose is bigger than the opposition they face, and because of this, they are able to remain steadfast even when the world seems to be against them. The resistance they encounter also acts as a sharpening tool. It forces them to refine their vision, solidify their beliefs, and clarify their intentions. Every challenge they face teaches them more about themselves and the world around them. They begin to understand that the opposition is not a personal attack, but an inevitable part of any great mission. It's a sign that they are on the right path, that they are challenging something bigger than themselves, and that they are capable of handling whatever comes their way. Another interesting aspect of facing opposition is how it can lead to unexpected alliances. As the marked individual pushes forward, despite the resistance, they begin to attract like-minded people who share their values and vision. These individuals recognize the authenticity and strength of the marked person and feel inspired to support them in their journey. What initially seems like a path filled with opposition can often transform into a journey of collaboration, where the marked individual finds others who complement their strengths and contribute to the fulfillment of their purpose. The more they stay true to their mission, the more these allies appear, providing them with the necessary support to continue moving forward. Additionally, those marked often learn to discern between the different types of opposition they face. Some resistance comes from sources that genuinely have good intentions, even if their perspective is limited or misguided. These individuals may challenge the marked person out of concern or a lack of understanding, but through dialogue and patience, they can often be won over. On the other hand, some opposition comes from individuals or forces that are driven by jealousy, fear, or insecurity. These voices are less constructive and can often become a distraction. The marked individual learns to filter out these negative influences and focus on the voices that matter, the voices of those who encourage, support, and challenge them in ways that help them grow. The resistance faced by the marked individual often leads to a deeper sense of purpose. The more they are challenged, the more they become certain of why they are doing what they are doing. With every obstacle they overcome, they move closer to understanding their true potential and how their purpose fits into the world. The opposition they face serves as a reminder that their journey is not just for them, but for something greater. Whether it's for the collective good, for the people they serve, or for the legacy they are creating, it is through facing and overcoming opposition that they solidify their identity and gain clarity about their mission. In essence, the opposition faced by those marked for greatness is not a deterrent, but a fundamental part of their journey. It tests their resolve, refines their vision, and strengthens their commitment to their purpose. The marked individual understands that every challenge, every criticism, and every obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to prove their resilience, and to move one step closer to fulfilling their destiny. It is through the opposition that they become the person they are destined to be, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their true calling. In conclusion, the journey of being marked for greatness is not an easy one. It is filled with challenges, doubts, opposition, and moments of uncertainty. But it is also a path filled with purpose, resilience, and an undeniable connection to something greater. Those who are marked for a higher calling possess an inner strength that allows them to navigate through life's toughest moments, turning resistance into growth and doubt into determination. They understand that their journey is not just about personal success, but about fulfilling a greater purpose that transcends their own needs and desires. As you reflect on the signs of being marked, remember that each challenge you face, each moment of doubt, and each piece of opposition is part of your transformation. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, and your journey, though tough, is leading you to a place of fulfillment and impact. Embrace the journey, trust in your path, and keep pushing forward, knowing that you are destined for something far greater than what you see today. Good luck on your journey. May you continue to find the strength, the clarity, and the resilience needed to fulfill your purpose. Thank you for your time and attention, and I wish you nothing but success as you step into your own remarkable destiny.